People often ask me, what's the secret behind confidence, success, or even just showing up powerfully in the world every single day? And honestly, it doesn't start on the red carpet. It doesn't start when the cameras are flashing or when opportunities are in front of you. It starts much earlier. It starts the moment you open your eyes in the morning. Your morning decides everything. Think about it. When you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Do you reach for your phone and scroll through the chaos of everyone else's life? Or do you pause, breathe, and remind yourself that this day belongs to you? Because the way you choose to begin your day shapes the energy, the choices, and even the opportunities you'll notice later. I've had mornings where I jumped straight into the noise, comparing, doubting, rushing, and those days they felt scattered, like I was chasing my own shadow. But then I've had mornings where I grounded myself, looked in the mirror and said, "This is your chance, own it." And those days, they carried a different power. They unfolded with clarity, courage, and purpose. Your morning is not about how early you wake up. It's about how intentionally you wake up. Some people rise at 5 a.m., but by 10 a.m., they've already given their energy away to stress, fear, and self-doubt. Others may start later, but with a mindset so sharp, so focused, that the world cannot shake them. So ask yourself, what's your first thought in the morning? Is it gratitude? Is it determination? Is it belief? Or is it anxiety, comparison, or excuses? Because those thoughts don't just sit in your head. They create the tone of your life. I believe mornings are your chance to reintroduce yourself to the world every single day. Yesterday doesn't matter anymore. The failures, the heartbreak, the rejection. They don't belong in today. Every sunrise is your personal reset button, but only if you choose to press it. So don't just wake up. Rise up, command your morning, decide how you want to feel, decide how you want to walk through the world, and trust me, the world will respond to the energy you set. Because at the end of the day, success doesn't come from luck. It comes from discipline, and discipline starts the moment your feet touch the ground in the morning. So tomorrow, when you open your eyes, remember this. Your morning decides everything, and you deserve a morning that leads to greatness. When you open your eyes in the morning, before the world demands your attention, before the noise of messages, deadlines, and responsibilities comes rushing in, there is a fragile, powerful moment that belongs only to you. It is in that instant, when your mind is fresh and your spirit is untouched by the chaos of the day, that you make a choice without even realizing it. The first thought you allow into your mind decides everything. If your first thought is, "I'm tired, I don't want to do this, life is too heavy," then that becomes the lens through which you experience your entire day. Suddenly, every challenge feels larger, every delay feels unbearable, and every opportunity looks distant. But if your first thought is, "I have another chance, I will make this day count, I am capable," then the day unfolds differently. You stand taller, you speak clearer, and you attract possibilities you wouldn't even have noticed otherwise. The human mind is like a sponge in the morning. It absorbs whatever you feed it, and that becomes the dominant energy you carry with you. People think success is about talent or luck, but more often it is about mindset. And mindset begins with that first quiet thought. Think about it. Athletes visualize their victories the moment they wake up. Leaders frame their day with affirmations. Dreamers start by reminding themselves why they do what they do. They don't leave the first moments of the day to chance, because they know that the tone you set early has the power to amplify or destroy everything that comes later. I've experienced this myself. There have been mornings where I woke up heavy with doubt, already defeated before I even started. And no matter how many great things happened later, I couldn't fully appreciate them because my mind was stuck in the fog I created the moment I woke up. On the other hand, the mornings where I told myself, "You've got this, no matter what," became the days where opportunities came alive. Even when obstacles appeared, I met them differently, with resilience instead of fear, with faith instead of hesitation. That is the power of the first thought. It's not magic, it's intention. People underestimate how impressionable we are in those first minutes. When you grab your phone and flood yourself with news, comparisons, and negativity, you hand over your power to the world before you even claim it for yourself. And then you wonder why you feel exhausted, why your motivation slips, why you feel like you're behind before the day has even started. The truth is, you surrendered your control by choosing the wrong first thought. But imagine if your first thought was gratitude, thanking life for another chance to try again. Imagine if your first thought was determination, reminding yourself that no matter what happens, you'll give it your best. Imagine if your first thought was courage, saying to yourself that today you will not let fear dictate your choices. The way you see yourself in that moment will echo in every interaction, every decision, and every opportunity that follows. Your body responds too. Science tells us that thoughts create emotions, and emotions trigger physical responses. That means the thought "I am strong" literally makes your body feel stronger. The thought "I can't do this" literally drains you of energy. One simple thought in the morning can either fuel you or deplete you. That's why the most successful people in the world are fiercely protective of their mornings. They know the cost of giving that moment away to negativity. They know the rewards of choosing empowerment instead. The beauty of it all is that you don't need wealth, status, or special access to control your first thought. It is free, it is entirely yours, and it is the one thing no one can take away from you. Even in the darkest seasons of your life, when everything feels uncertain, you can still choose what your first thought will be. That choice can be the difference between giving up and fighting on, between seeing obstacles or seeing possibilities, between staying stuck or moving forward. So often, we tell ourselves that our circumstances decide our day, but the truth is, it's our perspective. Two people can wake up to the same reality. One sees struggle, the other sees opportunity. The difference is not in their situation. It's in the thought they embraced when the day began. That thought becomes the foundation for their actions, and actions create outcomes. This is why one person rises and another falls, even when both started at the same place. It all goes back to that first thought in the morning, that decision to see yourself and your day in a certain light. What you whisper to yourself in the quiet of the morning matters more than what the world shouts at you later. Because the world will test you, it will challenge you, it will doubt you. But if your first thought was strong, you'll already be armed with a sense of purpose and certainty that no amount of noise can shake. That's why mornings are not just about routine, they are about power. They are about creating the mental and emotional foundation on which your entire day will stand. Without that foundation, even small challenges can break you. With it, even the largest challenges cannot move you. And maybe the most beautiful thing about it is that it doesn't take hours. It doesn't take a complicated ritual. It takes one thought, one sentence, one choice. I am ready. I will rise. I am enough. That is all it takes to shift everything that follows. Because when your mind starts from a place of strength, your actions naturally follow. And when your actions follow, your results change. That's why your morning decides everything. It begins with that one thought that you allow to define who you are for the rest of the day. Your morning energy is the foundation on which your entire day is built, whether you recognize it or not. From the second you wake up, the energy you choose to step into determines whether you walk through the day with clarity or with chaos. Most of us don't even notice how much that invisible energy drives the quality of our decisions, the tone of our conversations, and the way we interpret the events that unfold. When you wake up agitated, rushing, already in a storm of stress, that vibration clings to you. Every small inconvenience becomes bigger, every obstacle feels heavier, and you begin to see your day through a clouded lens. But if you start your morning with calm, with focus, with even a small dose of intention, suddenly the very same challenges don't feel impossible anymore. They become manageable, even opportunities to grow, because your energy creates the way you respond. It's not just about routines like meditation or exercise, though those help. It's deeper. It's about how present you are with yourself in those first hours. Do you move with awareness, breathing into your moments, or do you let yourself be swept up in a current of distractions? Chaos isn't only loud alarms and endless to-do lists. Chaos is also the mental clutter you carry into your morning. Clarity, on the other hand, doesn't mean silence or slowness. It means knowing what matters to you that day and choosing to protect that focus. When your energy is scattered, you're easily pulled in 1,000 directions. But when your energy is centered, you become unshakable. I've seen it happen in my own life. The mornings where I allowed myself to jump into other people's priorities, answering calls, scrolling through social media, letting the noise dictate my focus. Those days spiraled quickly. I felt like I was chasing after my own peace, trying to recover clarity that I had already given away. And then there were mornings where I centered myself before the world could intrude. A few moments of silence, a reminder of my goals, a simple decision about how I wanted to feel that day. Those mornings changed everything. They didn't erase problems, but they gave me the calm strength to meet them without losing myself in the process. That's what clarity feels like. It's not the absence of challenges, it's the presence of inner order. The truth is, energy is contagious. The way you start your day doesn't just affect you. It bleeds into the people you meet, the spaces you enter, the work you do. Walk into a room carrying chaos and it spreads. Walk into the same room grounded and focused, and you elevate everyone else. People can feel your energy before you even speak. That is why mornings are not just personal. They are powerful. They are the origin point of the influence you carry into the world. Your energy in the morning also decides how much of your potential you'll actually access. A chaotic start narrows your vision. You become reactive, focused only on surviving the next task, unable to think beyond the immediate stress. But a clear, intentional morning expands your vision. It opens your creativity, sharpens your instincts, and gives you the mental space to innovate and solve problems. The same mind, the same body, but two different energies leading to two entirely different outcomes. And the most fascinating part is that it's not about how long your morning rituals are, it's about how aligned they are. 10 minutes of grounded clarity will serve you more than 2 hours of distracted chaos. It's the quality of your energy, not the quantity of your time, that makes the difference, which means no matter how busy life gets, you always have the power to choose clarity over chaos, even in small ways. A deep breath before you touch your phone, a thought of gratitude before you step out of bed, a decision to carry calmness even when the day ahead looks demanding. These small choices shape the entire rhythm of your energy. When your morning energy is scattered, you start the day fighting yourself, but when it is focused, you start the day aligned with yourself, and when you are aligned, everything flows more naturally. Conversations become more authentic, decisions become more confident, and opportunities begin to appear where before you saw only obstacles. Because clarity attracts clarity. When you know what you're bringing into the day responds with coherence instead of confusion. Chaos has a way of multiplying itself. Start your morning stressed, and suddenly you attract more stress. You miss the traffic light, you spill your coffee, you snap at someone, and the day keeps spiraling. But clarity has the same multiplying effect. Begin your morning calm and intentional, and you notice synchronicities. You handle inconveniences with grace. You keep your composure, and the day unfolds with a kind of invisible support. It's not luck, it's the energy you planted at the beginning. This is why some people seem to move through life with ease, while others feel constantly stuck in storms. It's not that one person has fewer problems, it's that they manage their energy differently. They start their mornings by setting themselves up for clarity instead of surrendering to chaos. And that single shift changes not just their mornings, but the entire trajectory of their lives. Your morning energy is your signature. It announces to the universe how you intend to show up that day. When it is grounded and clear, you operate at your highest potential. When it is scattered and chaotic, you keep tripping over yourself. And the choice between the two lies in those first quiet decisions you make when you wake up.